Peace. Today is Friday, September 21st, and today's math is...
Wisdom, knowledge, all being born to understanding.
That's right. Use your words wisely. Your words show and prove your knowledge. And your knowledge is the understanding you have from the two. From the marriage of the two. Peace. Peace. Welcome back to the Not a Mean Godcast. I'm Lord Jamar.
Digga.
We got resident researcher Rage up in the house. Yep. Alex Staten on the boards. Yep. Harold. Yep. Motherfucking Cameron on the camera. Yep. Intern. And we got Digga fixing up her blue braids.
Yeah, I'm just...
First of all, your jacket is mad fresh. Black by popular demand.
Thank you.
Could you maybe show the back of that jacket?
Absolutely.
Super fresh and funky fly. Oh, shit.
Man. Yes, indeed.
I like that.
It's a little inflammatory.
I like that.
Black. All big.
I like that.
All big and black and
all
shit.
Big and black. And popular.
So
all my snot tissues just got revealed.
So last episode,
last episode we were challenging ourselves not to use the N-word.
Right.
Can you do it?
I don't think it's that hard. I
don't think it's that hard either.
I'm a more of a motherfucker type of person.
Okay.
So,
you like my mom. My mom can take the word fuck and use it as the noun, pronoun, subject, predicate, verb, adverb, adjective, preposition, and object of the preposition.
That's the word that just, I don't know. I feel like ever since I've been saying it since a child, it just motherfucker.
That's how my mom talks.
Especially when you know what I mean? You stub your toe. Mother. But so for me, the challenge would be to not use no motherfucker. Motherfucker. What? Or any kind of F
check this
words.
out, guys. So
not so much nigga.
Jamar's wife asked me before I signed on to the podcast. She said, "Do you think it's possible to get him to try to tone down the cursing?" I said, "You think that's all?" Oh, if that's all you're worried about, I'm like, if that's all I have to worry about, shit.
Oh man.
Oh my goodness.
Fucking hilarious.
Oh my god. I was like, that is so cute of you. Girl, you have no idea the shitstorm that is coming.
This motherfucker.
Got planned for this podcast.
Oh my goodness.
Lord have mercy.
Shit.
Love you, Mrs. Allah.
I need to share this with you.
What's that?
This did you know?
Okay. We got a did you know?
Yeah, how the fuck do I share
And
this?
also, I have a Spotlight of the Week album.
Well, you know what? Why don't you go into that while I get this sharing thing going on with this Push Black. I'd like to hear what your Spotlight album is. Did we start the timer? Are we going?
There we go.
Okay.
We are going? Okay. Well, my Spotlight artist for the week is an artist named El Camino.
El Camino.
Yes.
Sounds like a cool car.
Yes. And he is a Griselda artist.
Oh, really?
Yep. And he just dropped an album called Walking on Water.
Is he white? No, seriously. I think they're working with a fat white dude. I don't know his name, though, but somebody was telling me about immediately.
I mean, I don't have any image of him outside of the album artwork. I'm gonna assume he looks like this picture, and he looks very N-wordy.
Wait, N-wordy or like N-wordish?
He looks
like
very
N-erish.
He looks.
You know
he
what
looks
I'm trying
very.
to say?
He looks very comparable to an N-word.
Like very Igorish. Can we say it like that?
Ninja-ish.
Ninja-ish?
Ninja. There you go. Ninja.
Ninja-ish.
But shouts out to El Camino. That's some great listening.
So wait, you heard this album?
So yep, I skimmed through some tracks. Couple of standouts. He kind of gives me Max B vibes.
Really?
Yeah, very well. Like, I hate saying somebody is the new somebody. He's the first him. I'm not gonna say he's the new Max B, but he definitely fills that void for me. Kind of wavy with those, with that Derringer.
When he got a little slur to his voice,
with that that
what you do Max B?
production.
He's slumming and shit.
Kinda, but not so much a slur, but more like it's all maybe, I don't know, is that like a Buffalo accent? Because I feel like they all kind of.
I'm not sure. There might be a Buffalo accent. Don't get me wrong. I'm not sure what it is.
My man's killed my other man's team. It's like I feel like they all kind of have that style.
My man Cooks. Shout out Aaron Cooks.
Shout out Aaron Cooks.
He from Syracuse, which is damn near right next to Buffalo.
Right.
And if you go by the way he talks, maybe that is a kind of like an upstate.
Yeah.
Accent in a way, because it doesn't sound as downstate as we sound.
Okay.
But they don't sound like they from down south either. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's hard to explain.
It's just very grimy boom bap. If you know anything about Griselda, you know that sound that they provide, that very like purest underground New York hip hop style. He's definitely that with wave.
Right, and so it's the same production dude. Who's the dude that do their production?
Derringer.
Right. Okay.
Derringer does a lot of their production.
And so he did this dude's production.
I know Alchemist is doing a lot of it. Yeah, that same circle.
Okay.
But shouts out to him. That's just something I'm seeing. I'm not really familiar with the artist, but just I don't know, like, we've been hearing the name Griselda a lot in the past week or so with all of the discussion that's been going on. So I don't know. I just, every so often, I like to go through different rosters of artists and, oh, you know what? Let me check out the latest Griselda efforts. And I came across El Camino. Was like, okay. And this album is only about 3 weeks old. So good stuff.
What do you look for in an album? I'm curious.
Well, for me, I'm definitely attracted to the rhyming first. Like, I want to, I like to listen for like the rhyming complexity and stuff. But then also, all of the other mitigating factors would be like, then what did it saying is what they're saying makes sense. And then
you think that like the art of making an album is kind of being lost these days? Because I mean,
absolutely.
Yeah,
the art of, because one of the things that I like about albums, I like cohesive albums.
Exactly.
I like
right.
I like an album that I can listen to from start to finish.
Yes.
I hate albums that sound like compilations. Like, okay, I'm gonna make this one for the streets. I'm gonna make this one for the chicks. I'm gonna make this one for the for the kids.
This one for the N-word.
This one for the party. This one for the right. Like, I hate, because when you do that, then you just have a whole hodgepodge of bullshit. So I like albums that tell a story from start to finish. So
what do you think is the quintessential hip hop album? I don't want to go too far, but like, in other words, like the covers, those bases you just mentioned, sonic, signature, continuity, topic matter, lyrics, everything. What do you think is the first album in hip hop?
I know I'm gonna sound
the first album in hip hop.
First album in hip hop.
the first
That was like,
that gave you that.
so sound like all the way around.
Yeah, in other words, they would constitute like, okay, damn, rappers are making albums now. Here's a rap album, theme, music, rhyme structure.
That's kind of hard to say, because I feel like it started out like that. I feel like that was the. I feel like that.
No, see, hip hop started more as singles first. It
Singles.
didn't. You was lucky to get an album.
Exactly.
So some of the first early, I say, strong albums
Let me see where you
is
at.
probably gonna come from Run DMC.
Thank you.
Oh, okay. I see what
Yes,
you.
But hold up.
But that's what I mean. But they were early
But
like
hold
that.
up. Run
See,
DMC,
that's early for me.
Right.
Run DMC, although their albums were very good and strong, they did have some misses on their album where you couldn't necessarily play it from beginning to end because a couple of those joints was like, this is you know what I mean? Like, this is some weird,
Right.
Tricky is cool. We like Tricky now, but
Hey, well, that was
you
raising
know,
hell. Yeah.
at the time,
at that point, they
it was-
were real pop conscious and all that.
Yeah, I mean,
Their first album, Run DMC, I would say, produced by Larry Smith, who did Houdini. Rest in peace.
Okay.
I have to give out that camp as kind of
Run DMC and then LL Cool J. Those are when you start to get to albums that were dope.
See, the reason why
I don't know if you were getting to flawless albums yet,
Right.
though.
the reason why I feel like it was always happening because, like, you know, like if you take a Gangstar with Primo, it's like the one producer albums where you know maybe the topics might not have been cohesive or might not have been a theme album, but that one producer element still gives you
Absolutely.
you know.
But that's later on in hip hop when you get to Primo and them.
Primo, and then
We're talking way from the beginning.
Yeah, first.
You see what I'm saying?
Okay,
And in the beginning,
I can't.
Exactly.
I can't speak
in the
for the-
beginning, it was a lot of just singles
Right.
that would come out, like the Treacherous 3 and all of that. I don't even think they've ever put out
never
an
made an album.
They never made an album.
Never.
But they got mad singles. Rock the Body and you know what I mean, Action and all the Heartbeat, all them joints. So
Excuse me, guys. I got a little summer cold, so I've been kind of like snotting all.
it's all good.
Curtis
The
Blow.
last two shows
Curtis
I
Blow
meant.
preceded Run DMC. Wait a minute. Curtis Blow, I think, would be kind of like, that's the first hip hop rap album, I think, to actually be documented on Capitol Records. I think that's the first.
Yeah, but it wasn't. You was asking like solid album.
Yeah, see,
You know
I
what I
was about to
mean?
say I really can't speak for the first
Curtis
one.
Blow didn't have no solid album.
Because I wasn't there for the early, but like once I started tuning in, like I'm seeing Mark the 45 King doing whole
Absolutely,
Flavor Unit
Latifah.
albums.
Yeah, but that's
I'm
shit
seeing-
is well on its way now.
Okay, I'm seeing Q-Tip and
Obviously,
doing
yeah.
whole
But
tracks.
see, but
that's
you
all
also
I know.
had people like Larry Smith that were doing that Run DMC. First
Rest
of all,
in
it
peace.
wasn't just Rick Rubin.
Right. Facts.
Okay.
Thank you.
And Larry Smith was doing a lot of the fucking hits. So he was doing like whole Run DMC and whole
Houdini.
LL Cool J and whole Houdini albums.
Right.
So, but he at that time the producer wasn't necessarily like
that guy.
even known like that. Like you had to be a real fucking nerd to even be like
Right on.
And
even
really-
see Rick Rubin's name at that time. Like, and I was a nerd because I was a DJ or whatever, and so I'd read these
better
names.
believe it.
But basically, so let me ask you this. So is it safe to say once artists started moving to, like in those times, like once they started moving to that album mode, like that pretty much was the criteria to get you that, to get one producer and you guys lock in the studio?
I don't think it's about a one producer thing. I think it's about
or one team, like a Jimmy Jam, Terry Lewis, or like it's like one team.
I think that's how people came up.
molded your sound.
Yes, I think that's how people came up. Like, you came up with your team, so by the time you made records, you had your team.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And
It wasn't
I
like,
think
I'm gonna get this beat from
that
Swizz,
was
I'm gonna get this beat from there.
That's when it got very corporate.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
when the A&Rs were like, you
You
know
should
what
get
would
work
be
with this
dope?
producer. If you
Yeah.
work
Would
with
be
this
dope?
producer.
Yeah, you should try a little bit of this, and that's when that shit. But before that, motherfuckers would make records with their crew.
Absolutely.
So if you think about it, like Brand Nubian, we were self-produced. We produced our own shit. PRT, they were self-produced. Like Gangstar, that was just what you did.
Right.
It wasn't about, well, Primo is the, and
Pete Rock,
and
gotta
Pete
get a
Rock. Yeah, they were just
remix.
self-produced groups at the time. Because first of all, who even thought that you'd have a budget to pay other people to fucking produce some shit for you? Like,
absolutely.
we coming from the ghetto, like we got to make these beats ourselves just to even get the deal.
That's funny. I actually experienced what you just did a minute ago, because I was like 6, 7 songs in with Knots, and I was, that was the home team, and I was just rocking out with Knots until I got I just wanted my album to be
corporate shit.
Man, I just wanted my album to be Primo and P Rock. I've said this several times. In my head, that was my album. Side A, Primo. Side B, Pete Rock. That was supposed to be the original Dirty Harriet. But once I got like 7 songs in with Knots, and yep, here come corporate. We need that single. You know who's real hot these days?
Pharrell or
wait, actually, who was it was Rough Riders was the sound at the time.
Why don't you get the Swizz?
We need a Swizz Beats.
Oh no, I love Swizz Beats, but
I love Swizz, but to me I felt like Swizz took the ruggedness away or something. Like I felt like Swizz with the keyboard was taken away from my boom bap. So I was a little on the,
Yeah, you were anti-Swizz at that time?
I didn't love Swizz at the time.
Really?
I loved him as a person.
That's interesting.
But I didn't love that sound.
As a producer, I loved Swizz.
I didn't love the Swizz sound.
I loved Swizz.
To like in my ears, it was like Casio keyboardish to me.
Yeah,
like
but the bass. And
it was great. Like now, I'm like, damn it,
Oh, I was like.
But I didn't get. To me, that was too. Like I didn't like all that musical. Like I like stripped down beats. I like bass and drums, like boom, bap. So for me, that was just a lot. I
like a combination.
That was a lot to my ears, and I have a very loud. See, when you have a loud rapping voice, you need quiet beats. You can't have while you that kind of rapper. It worked for DMX, but see, DMX was good with the stop and go.
Yeah.
Like he wasn't like me. Like he wasn't wordy like me.
And
like
ad libs was a part of the technique.
Yeah, like he mastered being able to stop and go on a Swiss track.
Come on.
But you know who I did? I got the Bizarro version of Swizz. I got Shock. No, I mean I'm not saying that to disrespectful at all. Like I mean like the hardcore version of Swizz, and that's who gave me my Imperial. Boom 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 boom. He gave me the keyboard, but it was just boom 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 boom. Like he gave me that sound, but in Rah Digga,
your kind of way.
Like that's. I always try to make it a point to do that. Like whenever I collaborated with people, like I always try to bring them to my island. And only when I feel like only when I collaborated with Busta was really when I kind of stepped off my island. Like I really stepped off my island with Touch It and records like that. But anytime I collab, like I usually try to bring people to my island.
Gotcha. You know, Jay, I always want to ask you.
What's that?
During the recording of One for All, so for one, where did y'all think y'all like parted ways with Dante Ross conceptually? Because I know there was a time, like one time somebody like took the reel out of chunking, like ran with it for the for Sunshine, the reprise version, and there was a little bit of discrepancy on certain things.
Well, see, I didn't. I remember at the time with that song specifically, I didn't like the fact that Pooh Bah recorded such a righteous song with these white dudes, with these white producers.
Stimulated dummies.
It did not have the soul that it needed.
Right.
Like, I don't know if you remember, but
I'm sorry, I'm just looking at me on screen.
making sure you good money.
I'm just looking at me like, I make sure baby hair still slick down. Wow, phone ringing. Wow.
So I remember like I loved the lyrics to Wake Up, but there was 2 versions of Wake Up. If you remember, there was a faster version, and that's the one Dante and them did, and that was actually done first.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, that shit is dope, but how did he do it with these white boys? Like, it's not gonna, the feeling is gonna be fucked up. It's you can't do a song like this and have that as the foundation of it. Like, I'm not feeling that beat. That shit don't go with the shit properly. You know what I mean? So, but we didn't have an antidote for it at the time.
I remember when Pooh Bah came to Jazzy J's studio with it. With
the fast one.
Well,
we gave him the slow one. Here's how the Ray Goodman and Brown shit came into place. Fucking Sincere was at my crib, and fucking he had that record, and he was just playing it as like a dope. You know what I mean? Like he was like, "Yo, I like this record," and I don't know. I think I started saying the wake up shit over that beat, and I was like, "Yo, this shit'll be sound way better than that fucking stimulated dummy shit." Like, no, it was not even that yet. This is the boo doo 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 doo. See, that's a whole different record.
Oh, wow.
That's Ray Goodman and Brown. The Sunshine is Roy Ayers. But there are a lot of people don't know the main boo doo 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 doo. Boom boo doo 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 doo. See, that's what.
Wait, that sounds like the Roy Ayers version.
No, that's what you have come to think.
It's two samples.
It's two samples from
wait.
two totally different records.
So is it the same bass line with two different
No.
samples?
Only thing the Sunshine
Wait,
is.
hum that again?
Do 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 do. Boo boo do 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 do. Do 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 do. Boo boo do do. But then we put in the Sunshine.
Okay, yeah.
But the bass line is not from Sunshine.
Definitely not.
But
That's a whole
but
different
Sunshine is
record.
Roy Ayers.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
what I'm telling, that came later though.
Okay.
The original foundation
Didn't have the Sunshine in it.
Not yet.
Gotcha.
Not yet.
Gotcha.
When me and Sincere's fucking with the record, we're realizing that rhyme can go over that boo doo 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 doo, but there was no Sunshine at all yet.
Okay.
That came later with Pooh Bah and Jazzy J and them making it fucking a masterpiece. But originally it was just like we brought that beat to Pooh Bah like, yo, listen to this shit, man, because I'm telling you I don't like that fucking shit you did with the
Stimulated dummies.
With the stimulated dummies. Shout out Dante Ross. That's my boy. But I'm gonna keep it real. I didn't like that version. And so he heard this shit and he was like, yo, I could fuck with this shit. And so he took it, went away, came back, and it was some whole next shit now. Now it got the Sunshine shit on it. And I was like, yo, this is it. I was like, this is it. This is a fucking smash right here.
And that's the song that drew me into Brand Nubian.
That was our first single.
With that Sunshine sample because I grew up with my parents drilling Roy Ayers.
Yes.
So when I started hearing rap music with the samples from the music that my parents, that's what drew me to Brand Nubians. And a lot of the samples that EPMD used came from the Zap album and all that more bounce to the ounce. That drew me to
Roger
them.
Troutman, yeah.
So the main thing that pulled people in was that
sample.
That sample. But what drove the song was Ray Goodman and Brown's sample, which a lot of people don't know. So speaking of what people don't know, I was having trouble emailing this to you right now. So I'm just going to go ahead and read this. This is not a long story.
This is our Did You Know?
This is a Did You Know, okay? We're trying to get back to some of the roots again. We're going to come with the book recommendation. A lot of people are asking about the 5% Nation and all that type of stuff. I'm going to give you all a book next week. I forgot to bring it with me, but I'm going to give you all a book next week. But right now, our Did You Know is about the only Betty Boop we acknowledge is Esther. Now, for generations, this is funny how this starts off because this sounds just like me, but for generations, black culture has been imitated, duplicated, and appropriated by mainstream without receiving its due credit. Just look to any discussion of black influences on hairstyles, dance trends, music, speech patterns, or fashion, you'll find the root in black culture. Through this appropriation, our people have inspired some of America's most iconic and enduring cultural projects. One example comes in the form of a famously sassy cartoon character known as Betty Boop. Though portrayed as a white woman, Betty Boop's caricature was actually molded after a black woman named Esther Jones. Did you know that? You might
I
have
think I've
heard that
rumblings
somewhere.
of the original
Yes.
Betty Boop, especially,
Yes.
makes sense.
Well, let's get into it. Esther Jones, commonly referred to as Baby Esther, was a black jazz singer and entertainer during the 1920s. Esther's unique musical performances involved scatting, which she learned from her manager, Lou Walton. With frequent shows at the Cotton Club in Harlem, Jones became well known for her boop boop boo and doot doot doo improvisational vocals. These sounds would become her signature baby voice style and would directly influence other vocalists, even becoming a hallmark trait falsely associated with Betty Boop. While Esther Jones was the definitive inspiration for the creation of Betty Boop, a white woman named Helen Kane tried her best to prove otherwise. Oh, shit. Who could she represent in today's world? Kane was also a vocalist in New York at the time who just so happened to see one of Esther's shows at the Cotton Club. Mesmerized by Esther's scatting, Kane began to integrate her own form of it into a recorded song titled I Wanna Be Loved by You. Instead of boop boop boo and doot doot doo, Kane inserted boop 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 a doop. A similar vocal.
Poopity scoop. Poop. She just put a poop.
Okay, she just did
Poop.
the poopity scoop on the boop boopy doop. And similar vocals without ever acknowledging that the pattern was adopted from Esther's performance. Later, Kane would insist that she, in fact, was the model for the creation of Betty Boop. Well, will the real Betty Boop please stand up?
Please stand up. Please stand up.
I swear I didn't write this shit. That's hilarious. Okay. Even though Helen Kane attempted to steal Esther Jones's sound, she would never become more than an imitation. Yo, I didn't even fully read this through, but this is almost hilarious to me. Unfortunately, this narrative of whites claiming things that are not rightfully theirs is all too familiar throughout black history. Although Esther did not become rich or famous for her work, she will forever be credited as the original Betty Boop in our books.
All right.
Touch to Esther Jones. Yeah, so shout out to, what'd you call it?
Oh, OG poopity scoop? I don't want to poopity scoop her, though.
OG, boo boo boo, and do do do. See, that's the one you gotta remember. Fuck the boop boop be doop. It's boop boop boo and doop doop doop.
OG boop boop boop.
And doop doop doop.
That sounds so much funkier. Boop boop boop.
And doop doop doop. You see what I'm saying? Like, come on.
Ooh, we got
sounds
the
so
sauce.
much funkier, don't it?
Boop 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 doop doop doop.
It's all about.
And here come the what was the
Poopity scoop.
the stealer?
Oh, the boop boopy doop.
she put boop boopy doop.
Yeah.
She came poopity scooped our boop
Came
boop boop and doop doop
poopity
doop.
scooped, and it just didn't.
Boop 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 doop doop doop.
It just didn't
Here
boop
you go,
right.
poopity scoop.
Didn't boop right.
Ooh, they should have battled. Should have battled. Boop 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 doop doop doop.
See, but
I would love
it
to do
is
that.
true. Like, an imitation will never be as good as the original.
of course.
Like, who wants fake Gucci?
I'm sure nobody boop
Do you
boop
want
boop
fake?
doop doop doop.
Do you
like
want
her.
fake Jordans? Do you want imitation Jordans? Or imitation Gucci or Louis? You motherfuckers will be mad as fuck somebody gave you that shit. Especially if you thought you were buying the real thing. I'm just saying. But anyway, so hey, I guess we're at the end of this road for this week. This was
Boop 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 doop doop doop.
this was easy.
Yeah, we kept it hip hop like this week.
Yeah, we keep it real light.
This is technically like your birthday week.
Yeah.
I didn't want to have to cuss you out in your birthday week.
Yeah, and there was a lot of hatred in the air. I felt almost like a Troy Terrain. Almost had to talk bring my star voice out. Because there was a lot of fucking hate in the building. It was very palpable.
Yeah.
Shout out to my homie Star.
Yeah, I'm definitely, it's easy, y'all. Like, it ain't that serious.
Yeah. Because I was a super racist and you were super coon.
I was super coon.
Yeah.
I was a coon. I was a bed winch.
Yeah.
I'm like, word?
Oh.
Damn.
Yeah.
Just because I think
bed winch. They pulled out the word bed winch.
I'm like, damn.
Not for nothing. Winch and fetch kind of go hand in hand.
Wait. Okay, you know what?
Fetch me my grog, winch.
So are you going back to fetch? Do you want me to blow up your spot?
First of all,
you want me to blow up your spot?
Talk about a reach.
You want me to blow up your spot?
Talk about a reach to act as if
you want me to blow up your spot?
Homie was talking about himself. But that's
okay.
we're not gonna go for the reach. But
okay.
Fetch and winch, I'm just saying, are from the same era. But we got to get ready to go, sister.
I know. I ain't gonna blow up your spot on your birthday week. I ain't about to tell the people you read the line all wrong.
I didn't read the line wrong. I read it exactly. People are outraged by it, just as I was.
You know.
But anyway. But you know, an 85 would look past that. But those with that knowledge of self, they not letting the bullshit get past.
He said he gonna fetch. He ain't tell you to fetch, but
no. I don't think that's what was said. But anyway,
but they not. They just listening to you.
Anyway,
so.
yeah, because I'm the one they should listen to.
Jamar and the Insomniacs.
Anyway.
Go on with your woke selves.
Listen, we thank everybody for coming through. We thank all our new subscribers, whether you subscribe for the love or even if you subscribe to come hate us. Hey, fuck it. Tune in. View this motherfucking shit. And if you want us to put positive or hateful comments, you know, it's all good. The hateful ones will probably get deleted.
You gotta embrace.
But you can put them up.
Don't delete the hateful ones. Come on.
Listen,
you gotta embrace the hate.
It's my house. And
come on, you scared of hateful comments, bro?
No, it's not about being scared, but we're not gonna fucking litter it with bullshit. But listen, we really gotta run.
Oh, so basically, you erased all the comments that was Team Rock.
I'm just
fucking with you.
I'm
fucking with you. Oh.
But there's some real,
No, it was some ugly ones.
Dick bags that came on.
Some ugly ones.
But anyway, listen. Once again,
that's when you know you made it, man.
Come on, I love it. I love it all. So, listen, once again.
Oh, shit, we done?
Oh, okay. Listen, once again, we thank you for coming through.
Yes, yes.
You want to donate to the show? Cash.me/$, you know what I mean? Patreon.com/you know what I mean? You know what I mean.com/support. I'm Lord Jamar.
I'm Digga.
Peace. Peace. It's the absence of all confusion. United we stand, divided we fall. 2 fingers together is the real peace sign, y'all. Brand Nubian peace gear. Hoodies. T-shirts. Snapbacks. Available at hoodg.com. Get yours today.